Can everyone see this aerial map?
Yes.
Okay. So just to orient everybody, here's your school, Horace Mann Elementary. This is the main building here. This is the annex building. We've got Jeffrey Boulevard over here. And is it Chapel Street? Chapel Avenue over here? Am I pronouncing that right? This is that boiler room that you have, and then that smokestack is right here. Our primary scope area is going to be in here. Just so everybody knows, we're not going to be touching this area south of the boiler room, so all that parking will stay. And then depending on how much budget we have, we may move north. But primarily we're going to be working in this area here. We might take away half this parking lot here. I don't think this is used as heavily. We might need some of it for some handicapped accessible spaces. So currently we're going to show kind of carving out half of this. So concept A. So this is kind of that north half that I was talking about. Here's that boiler room and the smokestack. So we're going to put a new fence here to kind of divide the new from the old. So this will be the parking. There'll be a new dumpster enclosure here in the parking lot. And then there'll be a gate that kind of leads into the schoolyard area. I know you guys come out here, here, and here out of the school building for recess. So this here is kind of the circulation path in gray around here. And then there's a plaza entrance off of Jeffrey Boulevard. So you can come in here through a gate. And so this all kind of connects up as a circulation. As you'll notice here in the center is a playground area. So this will be a rubber surface playground area with swings, a 2 to 5 structure, 2 to 5 age structure, a 5 to 12 age structure, and some seating. And then over here is an artificial turf field. You can see here kind of the outline of maybe a rectangular soccer field. And then here could be a mound or a hill, also in artificial turf. And here is kind of a picture of that. And I'll zoom into these pictures in a moment. Over here against the main building would be the outdoor classroom. Just kind of shown over here. Enough for a full class of 25 to 30 kids with seating. And then those planters that you have now, the raised planters, would be relocated in this concept over here on the existing asphalt. As you come into this plaza, there's opportunity for picnic tables or game tables with an overhead shade structure. And there is also, if budget allows, opportunity to stripe for a new basketball court and a new track here, leaving the rest of the asphalt existing. We're also going to have some rain gardens that will help with the stormwater. And so the rain gardens are here. So there'll be trees to provide shade and native plantings. And then another rain garden here, and this is taking over half that parking lot that I mentioned. Now this over here is what I'm calling a natural area. And this will have more natural features, green features like log benches, flagstone steppers, boulders, things like that, as well as shade trees. And that'll just be a mulch surfacing. The other alternative in this artificial turf field is this. I saw that there was some demand for a baseball field. So this could be striped for baseball instead. So I just wanted to go over some of these pictures in a little more detail. So this is the rain garden, and this will be native plants that will help filter the stormwater, or not filter, but retain. They won't have an issue with the stormwater in this area. This is the artificial turf field. Artificial turf hill. Now our hill won't be as big as this, but you can get an idea of what that might look like. Track. Basketball court, rubber surfacing, and there's several options for the colors in the rubber surfacing. This is more of a neutral palette. Here's some of the play equipment, and again, many options for play equipment. I'm showing more of a natural look here with wood for the swings and the 5 to 12 year and the 2 to 5. But on the second concept, you'll see a little bit more bold colors and more traditional. Seating, again, many options. This is kind of non-traditional block seating. Here's your relocated planters. And here's an example of the outdoor classroom with the log steppers. So that's concept A. And I'm going to go to concept B unless there's any questions so far. Okay. So concept B has most of the same elements, maybe just arranged a little bit differently. So again, your circulation is out through here and then through here. The playground is a little bit closer to the building. You still have the 5 to 12, the 2 to 5, and the swings. And then here also is an opportunity for a fitness structure, and then seating as well. Your raised planters, relocated planters would be here. Your outdoor classroom would be here, kind of facing the rain garden. This is also a rain garden here. And then you have kind of a combination artificial turf field, half court basketball, and painted games, all surrounded by the running track here. And then this would be your natural area. And then this would be your plaza off Jeffrey Boulevard. Well, you know what, I just wanted to go back. I think I missed a row here of photos. This is the natural area. You can see it has like boulders and trees and benches. And then this would be an example of a potential shade structure with a picnic table underneath. And then up here, I did see in the feedback that you guys have band practice and drumline and cheerleading, and that you even did graduation out here. So this could be left as is, so that you could continue to do those activities up here. And also that would help with the budget and allow us to do more elements here in the main scope. So some of the same photos here with the rain garden and the turf field and the track. This is kind of an example of painted games, foursquare or hopscotch. This is an example of half court basketball. And this is rubber surfacing with a little bit more colorful palette. You can do patterns in the rubber. And then these are examples of more traditional play equipment and kind of more bolder colors. This is an example of a fitness structure. And then an outdoor classroom with boulders instead of logs, for example. More traditional bench seating. And this is an opportunity with picnic tables with umbrellas instead of a shade structure. And then the same natural area here. And then I also just wanted to point out that we could have the picnic tables as game tables. So it's basically a picnic table with a game table in the center. Here's one example. And here's a second example. So that is all I have. Oh, I did want to say that I do love the artwork at the school and on the mosaics on the buildings, and none of that is going away. That is for sure staying. And there will be fencing around the schoolyard. Whether it stays what it is now, chain link, or whether it changes to ornamental fencing is kind of all dependent on budget.